Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Working on Eastons, new to him Dodge truck. It's a 97, got it from his sister's boyfriend. He got a really good deal on it. Just tell you guys what we had to do to it. The truck had a leaky wheel cylinder on the back, and for some reason didn't have any front brakes at all. Well, we had to put a brake hose up front on the driver's side, wheel cylinder on the driver's rear side, and then we had to put brake pads on. Let me show you the brake pads that were on the passenger side. Oh. Yep. That was it. And then we had to put ball joints in the driver's side. We did the upper and lower. We did an outer universal joint on the front axle on the driver's side. Tighten the steering box up. What else have we done to it? Oh, U-bolts. Put U-bolts in the rear end. He had replaced them, but they weren't tight. Jacked the truck up, and I could see between the lift block and leaf spring, and I grabbed the rear end, I could wiggle it around. So I was like, yeah, that's not happening. So we cut those ones off. Just bought 4 brand new ones. Put new universal joints on it. What else have we done to it? I'm going to show you what I'm doing right now. I'm doing the 4-wheel drive. So we live in Ohio. We're supposed to get like 12 to 18 inches starting tonight. Well, I was like, see if 4-wheel drive works. 4-wheel drive didn't work. I was like, well, maybe the light's not lighting up. So we went up on the hill, and he had it in 4-wheel drive, only spun the back tires. So I suspected that the actuator on the front diff was bad. So got looking. We were going to replace the actuator, but back in the day when I had all my Jeeps, my Wranglers, I always did the cable lock on it, so then I knew the front diff was locked in. And I came across another YouTuber that locked the front diff how we did. You pull the actuator, you slide the lock over, and that locks in both front axles. So we did that. Well, I'm doing that, so I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm done here. All right, so what I did here is I pulled the actuator off, and you just slide that. Well, it probably won't move because the truck's back on the ground now, but you may have to jack it up and spin the wheel to get that to slide over. So what that actuator does is it locks both axles together. So it's usually on this side. When the actuator gets vacuum from the transfer case, it'll slide it over and lock it. Well, we're just going to leave it locked, and I'll show you how we're able to do that. Here, give me 1 second, get out from underneath this thing. All right, so this is his actuator. We tried it. I checked the vacuum lines running from the frame rail over the actuator. They seemed to be okay, didn't see anything. So what we ended up doing is what we watched another guy do, and it seemed to work pretty slick. So usually this fork sits right here. There's a pin here and a pin here. Let me get in here a little bit better, show you guys. That's a clip, and then you have a clip right there. So what we did is we pulled that clip, slid it down this way. Let me fix my camera here. We slid it down this way and then put the clip on the back side. So if you watch, that thing can't move back over. This is unlocked, this is locked. The only problem with doing it this way is, one, you better make sure your front drive shaft's got good universals, because your front drive shaft's going to be spinning the whole time. Another downfall is your 4-wheel drive plug is right here, okay? So with that being 4-wheel drive engaged, you're going to have a 4-wheel drive light on your dash at all time, unless you just leave it unplugged. That's probably what we'll do. We'll just leave it unplugged. We'll plug the vacuum lines. I was going to go ahead and cut them, but I'll plug them just in case he ever wants to go back to an actuator, or if he sells the truck, they want to go back to an vacuum actuator. Now the positive, one, the front diff's always going to be locked in. So as long as your transfer case works like it should, you put the truck in 4-wheel drive, you'll have 4-wheel drive. You won't have to ever worry about, I know with my Jeeps back in the day, we used to go mudding up in the field behind my house. And there's a lot of times that my front diff would just unlock and it would only go to 2-wheel drive because the actuator is bad. These actuators, depending on where you get them, are expensive. And it's not really a big process to change. So it's kind of exactly doing what we just did. So you'll pull, to change the actuator, you'll pull that C-clip. You have a C-clip there, and then you have another bigger C-clip there. The bigger C-clip holds this in, and then you'll pull this out. But if you go to a parts store, that's like 150 bucks or $140. So we're going to try this and see what happens. He'll probably, Easton, are you going to get the cable lock? Are you going to do the cable lock?
Yeah, probably.
So he's going to do the cable lock. So then when we do the cable lock, we'll delete all this. We'll have to pull that vacuum line because that vacuum outlet will go, or not the vacuum, the breather vent line will go on the new thing, and then you just run a cable. The sensor, this, you do away with this. The other sensors on this side, and then you just cut the wires, and it comes with little pigtails and everything. You just put them on the plug on this side because the cable will come from this side, but you get a whole new aluminum bracket. But we're gonna go ahead and get this thing back together and see how well it works. All right, so unfortunately, I filmed some stuff afterwards after doing the front diff lock on Easton's truck. I don't know what happened to it. We were in a mad rush. That was Saturday. The snow was coming Saturday. We were trying to get home and help Ashley get everything ready just in case the power and stuff went out and the generator out and everything else. So we were kind of in a hurry. So I don't know what happened to the footage, but anyway, I'll tell you guys that front diff lock that we did on Easton's truck made all the world's difference. I mean, it's nice. The front diff is constantly locked in. I was worried about how it'd steer and stuff. It steers completely fine. I was thinking in my mind if it had like a locker or something in it, but normal driving in 2-wheel drive, you don't even know the front diff's locked in. So if you guys are having problems with the actuators, and if you don't feel like buying the cable, because I mean that setup's like 150 bucks. If you don't feel like buying that posi lock cable, I mean you could definitely do it this way. A few things. We left the actuator plug undone for the 4x4 light because if we leave it plugged in, of course the light's on. It thinks it's in 4-wheel drive all the time. It's not. So we left that unplugged. We put the vacuum line and stuff back on it. We went ahead and filled the front diff. It was pretty low, so we just vacuum suctioned what was in there out and put new in. But yeah, I mean, he puts it in 4-wheel drive. It automatically is locked in. I will say too, I had mentioned it in the other video of us doing it. If you do this mod, keep in mind your front drive shaft is going to be rotating all the time. So definitely make sure you got good universal joints in your front drive shaft, or else you'll probably end up throwing a front drive shaft. I've seen where some people are saying they have vibration issues and everything else with doing that mod. Could be. Easton really doesn't drive down the interstate. I mean, he goes from here to school and through town, and maybe he goes and visits his mom. You know, he'll probably won't be driving this to visit his mom. He'll probably drive one of his other cars. But I mean, if he does, he's still going to be rolling at like 55 miles an hour, so it should be fine. His universal joints are really, really tight though, so it shouldn't be an issue for a while. But yeah, I'll show you the truck here. So here's the truck. I'll tell you guys what he paid for this truck, because I like when people will tell us, like when we're watching a video and they'll show us a new truck they bought or something, and you know, be like, what? And they say they got a really good deal on it. Well, they never tell what a good deal is. So I'll go ahead and tell you what a good deal is on this truck. This truck was running, and it was not driving when Easton bought it. He bought it off of his sister's boyfriend. It's a 97 Dodge Ram 1500. It's got 203,000 miles, four-wheel drive, 318, long bed. So it had a leaky wheel cylinder on it, and it had a busted brake line on it. So we had to replace the wheel cylinder, the brake line, and then he had the rear wheels were already on it. The rear wheels and tires were already on it. Okay. He scratched that one up, not Easton, my daughter's boyfriend. He had the two front ones. They are still brand new in the box, out of the boxes, but they still had all the stuff on them. Well, the other two wheels had these tires on them. They're 4 matching 10-ply tires. They're like brand new. But Easton gave $600 for this truck. And yeah, we had to put universal in the front axle. We had to fix the front diff, the actuator. Had to do an oil change on it. We had to clean it up some. But, I mean, $600 for this truck. And it runs and drives. The interior's not too bad. He's going to pull the carpet. Oh, shoot. If I don't break the door handle first. Well, okay. Make sure that door is shut all the way, because his interior light will be on. Okay, there it goes. He's going to clean the carpet up on it, because I told him to clean up really good. The dash is in really, really good shape. It's got one crack right there. So, but, I mean, for $600, oh, the steering shaft. The steering's pretty loose on it. We tried tightening it up. I turned it way more than what I wanted to, trying to tighten it up, but it was still really loose. The steering shaft's got some play in it too, so that's probably not helping. So I think his next purchase is going to be a steering shaft and a new steering box for the truck. My daughter's boyfriend, Easton owned this truck once before. It was green, silver, green. And my daughter's boyfriend paid somebody to paint it. And yeah, it's like rattle canned, and I'm not even sure what I don't know. But yeah, you can see all the runs in it. The truck's pretty solid except for the rockers and the cab corner. This side needs an inner and an outer. The other side just needs an outer. Easton cleaned that door panel up. I mean, it cleaned up pretty good. But, I mean, for $600 for a running driving truck with brand new wheels and brand new 10-ply tires, I mean, I don't think he did that bad at all. But anyway, that's it. We got snow here in Ohio and freezing rain if you listen. That's ice on top of the snow. I'm walking on it. I'm not even really sinking. But yeah, it's a pretty good old truck. It really is. We still got to change the thermostat and stuff like that. For the time being, we put a piece of cardboard in front of the radiator. The truck's getting to like 180 degrees now. Before it stayed at 130. It wouldn't even heat up at all. So we put a piece of cardboard in front of the radiator. And when I say the radiator, I mean, we pretty much covered the whole radiator. And I told him just watch the temp gauge. And it's getting about, I think there the other day, it got up to like 180 degrees, 185. So and he's getting some heat out of it now too. So that was the biggest thing. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys.